Days to come to that decision, but in the end, the death penalty was unanimous.
Unanimously, Timothy McVeigh will be sentenced to die.
For many of them, the only true justice for the Oklahoma bomber was death.
We the people stand behind the jury's verdict and just sentence.
When the jury foreman read the verdict, McVeigh sat stoic like he has through most of the trial. The 29-year-old McVeigh becomes the 14th man on federal death row.
The jury has spoken, and their verdict is entitled to respect, and all Americans should accord it that respect.
Our only hope is that the verdict will go some way to preventing such a terrible, drastic crime from ever occurring again.
In the end, the only argument the jurors bought was that the war hero turned domestic terrorist had deprived so many of so much. Babies snatched from their parents, mothers lost forever to their children, and survivors permanently disfigured by one huge blast. Now, Tim McVeigh must pay.
The prosecutor that convinced the jury to give Timothy McVeigh the death penalty also has a close friend that lives here in Aiken. He's author Greg Smith, and we talked to him tonight to find out what his reaction to the sentencing is. He tells us that he thinks it was very appropriate, but he's really proud of the role that his friend Joe played.
He's done a wonderful thing for the judicial system in America, because all the things that Tim McVeigh was railing against and thought he was fighting against, or at least says he thought he was fighting against, were proven wrong by the very trial that sentenced him to death.
We also wanted to know what you think, so here's what some of you had to say.
Guilty. I think it's appropriate that he be convicted and put to death. But something like that, killing over 120 people, is unexcusable.
I agree that he should get the death penalty. My only concern is that they carry it out swiftly, maybe have one appeal, and then carry out the execution.
I feel very glad because he killed all those little innocent children, and he should die for it because all the families are in pain.
It will probably be at least 10 years before McVeigh is executed, and then it will probably be by lethal injection. In the meantime, his defense attorneys will be filing appeals. Stephen Cass.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks.